But nothing like this.
Hello everyone, I'm Alex and you're watching Trail Terror. Today we have a range of videos, from creepy figures lurking in the dark to Bigfoot sightings and even some wildlife encounters I guarantee you will remember. These are a few of the things we will look at, so stick to the end. It seems like Bigfoot strikes again. In this video, a man is in the forest filming something unusual. It's fall because we can see the ground is covered with dry leaves. He spots a strange, black, hairy thing moving between the trees.
Where'd it go? It's part of it.
This creature walks on two legs, and it looks a bit like what some folks say Bigfoot looks like. The woods feel extra spooky with all the autumn leaves and the quiet around. The man tries to get a better shot of this mysterious creature, moving around a little and lowering his camera to see better. For a moment, he thinks he lost it. It seemed like it vanished. But then he realizes it's still there, just further away than before. All these encounters in the forest make me wonder how come the scientists did not acknowledge this creature's presence. I know Bigfoot could be out there, although I also need to be a bit skeptical about this video, as we don't get to see the creature clearly. During a night walk in the forest, a man captures something terrifying. The footage is not clear. It's blurry and shaky, which makes everything look even more mysterious and unsettling. As the camera moves, it catches a glimpse of something odd in the darkness behind the trees. This creature has a shape that's kind of like a person's, but it's clear that it's not human. Its appearance and the way it's hidden partially behind the trees give it a spooky vibe. It could be anything from a ghost to a ghoul, the kind of creature you hear about in scary stories. It's hard to make out details, but the very sight of it, even blurry, is enough to send a shiver down your spine. The video leaves me with more questions than answers, adding to the chilling mystery of the nighttime forest encounter. I wonder what else is lurking in the dark, and we don't know. But what I know for sure is that if I was that man, I would have run away as quickly as possible. The video showcases a rather unsettling scene within the drain of a very dirty sink. Peering into the dark pipes, we observe an odd creature residing there. It has a round body with a jelly-like texture, colored in a yellowish hue, and is equipped with numerous slender whip-like strands called flagella, which it uses to move around. Upon closer inspection, the creature resembles tubifex worms, a type of worm often found in sediment of lakes and rivers, and sometimes in the sludgy buildup of pipes. While their appearance might be startling or eerie, especially as they cluster together, these worms are actually quite common. They're known for their remarkable ability to tolerate low oxygen environments, often thriving in heavily polluted waters. An interesting aspect of tubifex worms is their red coloration, which is due to hemoglobin in their bodies, similar to what's found in human blood. This hemoglobin allows them to live in low oxygen environments, and when they group together, they can appear as pulsating red masses that some might find reminiscent of flesh. I have never seen these worms in real life, but they are pretty interesting, and I have to let you know that these are a good fish bait. This video is taken by a security camera at a house's entrance. We see a kid playing on his phone, sitting close to the open front door. You can hear many voices in the background, showing that there are more people inside the house, so the kid isn't alone. During the video, something surprising happens. A big wildcat, which looks like it might be a mountain lion, walks into the house. The kid notices the animal, gets up from the sofa very calmly, walks out of the house, and then quietly shuts the door behind him. This leaves the big cat inside the house with his family. He does all this very smoothly and doesn't say anything to anyone. The whole situation is quite intense because it's not every day that a wild animal walks into a house like that. The kid's reaction is impressively calm, and I find it shocking how he let everyone in the family in there, with the feline without saying a word. I know that yelling would have attracted the attention of the animal, and perhaps even scare it to a point he gets attacked. But I still think there was more to be done to also help those inside. What do you think? This video is captured by several security cameras installed inside a barn, which is home to sheep, goats, and baby goats, along with some guard dogs. The quiet of the night is suddenly interrupted by the sound of coyotes howling in the distance. The moment the dogs hear the howls, they spring into action, showcasing their instinctive protective behavior. Reacting swiftly to the coyote calls, the guard dogs leave the barn and position themselves at the entrance, barking loudly. Their strategic positioning is crucial. They stay close enough to the barn to ensure the safety of the farm animals inside, demonstrating their role as protectors. Their loud barking serves as a warning, which successfully stops the coyotes from howling and approaching closer. Although the immediate threat seems to subside with the cessation of the howls, the dogs remain on high alert, ready to defend throughout the rest of the night. I am impressed by the dogs' behavior and of their strategy of protecting the sheep. Animals are smarter than we think. In this video, we see a woman engaged in a video call with her friend, casually chatting and catching up on each other's lives. She's at home alone, comfortably talking and unaware of her surroundings.
Like maybe a day bed or something. I mean, I have that credit card. I'm not going to buy anything expensive. I'll try like Salvation Army first.
However, unbeknownst to her, there's an unsettling presence in her living room. As she converses, a humanoid shape is seen moving in the background.
I went and bought decaf coffee.
The shape is indistinct, and its face is not visible, adding an eerie quality to the footage. The fact that the woman is supposed to be alone in the house makes the appearance of this figure all the more mysterious and unnerving. During the video, the woman eventually settles into a chair in the living room, and it seems as though the mysterious figure vanishes. There's no clear explanation for its presence. It could have been a trick of the light, a reflection, or perhaps something more supernatural, like a ghost. Whatever it was, if I were that woman, I would have freaked out and get out of the house immediately. This video showcases a fascinating and odd moment in nature, displaying a European mantis that is busy eating a wasp. Normally, we just see the mantis as the predator, but there's an unusual twist here. While the mantis is eating the wasp, there's another wasp at the lower part of the mantis's body, and it looks like this wasp is trying to eat the mantis. This scene presents a rare and intriguing interaction, where the usual roles of hunter and prey get mixed up. The whole scene is really strange in my opinion. How did the mantis not realize that it is being eaten up? From the captivating view of the front window of a train, this video is presenting an almost surreal scene. The train is traveling on a track with water on both sides, likely passing through a large lake or expansive body of water, and it's nighttime, which adds to the scene's intrigue. What makes the view particularly striking is the electrical storm occurring at the same time. There are frequent flashes of lightning, illuminating the surroundings dramatically. The combination of the train moving through this water-flanked path, the darkness of the night, and the intermittent light from the lightning gives the whole experience a mysterious, almost otherworldly feel. I find storms really scary in giving the whole setup. This train ride would have been a hell for me. Captured during daylight, this video shows something phenomenal.
I've seen some really creepy stuff, but nothing like this. There's a palm floating right in the middle of the air.
Hovering in the air, seemingly torn from its roots by strong winds, now causing it to float. Initially, the floating tree might give off a supernatural vibe, making it look like something out of the ordinary or magical.
Nothing like this. There's a palm floating right in the middle of the air,
creating a spectacle that is both astonishing and a clear testament to the power of natural forces. Shot underwater, this video showcases a diver encountering a massive anaconda in a river. The anaconda, several meters in length, is seen relaxing underwater, a sight that is both rare and fascinating. Witnessing such a large snake in its natural habitat, especially underwater, is not an everyday occurrence, and provides a unique glimpse into the life of one of the largest snakes in the world. The calmness of the anaconda and the close proximity of the diver make this video particularly intriguing and a remarkable viewing experience. The size of this snake amazes me, and I think that these videos are giving me the special occasion to see animals that otherwise I wouldn't even imagine. A group of guys found something terrifying inside an abandoned house during the night. They seemed to be on the hunt for something, possibly curious or intrigued by the house's history, or rumors that it might be haunted.
Cover my bag, alright.
As they explore, their suspicions seem to be confirmed in a startling way. Suddenly, a humanoid shape appears, emerging from behind one of the doors. The possibility that it might be a ghost seems to fit the eerie setting and the house's abandoned, mysterious nature. The video's blurriness makes it hard to see any clear details, adding to the spooky and uncertain atmosphere of the encounter. The appearance of this figure triggers immediate fear in the group. Their reaction is instinctive. They start to run, hurrying down the stairs in an attempt to leave the house as quickly as possible. I don't know how these people are so brave to go check this kind of places. I am terrified only by the idea of a ghost. The video captures a common yet charming aspect of feline behavior. It shows a cat waiting patiently outside the door of a house, holding something in its mouth. The cat appears eager to present this item to its owner, which is often interpreted as a gesture of gratitude or a gift, showcasing their natural hunting instincts. Upon closer inspection, it's evident that the cat has caught a mole, a creature known for causing trouble in gardens by damaging plants. The cat's intention seems to be to offer its catch to the humans, possibly as a way of contributing or showing affection. The moment the owner opens the door, the anticipation builds. However, there's a slight twist. The cat, perhaps a bit too eager or startled, accidentally drops the mole, which then seizes the opportunity to escape. The way that cats show gratitude to humans is an amazing proof how much they evolved. From the wild felines, they got to be our friends. The video presents a captivating optical illusion that initially confuses the viewer. At first glance, it appears to show a black t-shirt flying through a light blue sky, which might be mistaken for a cloudy backdrop. The object even seems to leave traces behind it, similar to the trail of an airplane, enhancing the illusion that it's soaring through the sky. However, the reality of the scene is revealed through a simple yet effective trick, flipping the screen. When the perspective is inverted, it becomes clear that the supposed flying t-shirt is actually a duck swimming in a lake. The light blue background that resembled a sky is, in fact, the water of the lake, and what seemed like trails in the sky are ripples in the water created by the duck's movement. My mind was blown when I realized that what I thought to be a flying t-shirt appeared to be just a duck on a lake. This optical illusion cleverly plays with our perceptions, using the context and orientation to transform an ordinary scene into something entirely different. In this video, a man films the peak of a towering mountain. As he zooms in, the camera reveals a surprising sight atop the mountain, a large black figure, its size and shape evoking the image of the legendary Bigfoot. The figure's presence on the cloud, enshrouded peak, adds a layer of mystery and intrigue to the footage. The contrast between the distant lofty peak and the striking silhouette of the figure is striking. Watching this, one can't help but feel a sense of unease mixed with fascination. The possibility of such a creature like Bigfoot existing in such remote and inaccessible places stirs the imagination and curiosity. In this startling video, captured by a security camera in front of a house, we witness a harrowing scene. The homeowners, a man and a woman, are seen in a state of panic, with the woman and her dog frantically running toward the safety of their house. They are desperately trying to escape from a bear that is chasing them. The footage shows the woman successfully making it into the house, though it's unclear if the dog follows suit. After the chase, the bear halts at a bush near the front of the house and ceases its pursuit. The presence of a bear in the middle of a city setting is both unusual and concerning. The sight of a bear chasing residents in a city is not only strange, but also a stark reminder of the increasingly frequent interactions between humans and wildlife in shared spaces. In this video, a man is hiking through a forest, likely in autumn, as indicated by the leafless trees. He spots a black, hairy creature off the side of the path, piquing his curiosity. Intrigued, he follows the figure with his camera as it crosses the path, moving calmly and seemingly unaware of being observed. The creature walks on 2 feet, adding to the mystery. As the man continues to film, he momentarily loses sight of the creature among the trees, but persists and manages to recapture its image. This peculiar detail leads to speculation about the creature's identity. The calm demeanor of the creature, especially in the presence of a human, is intriguing. It doesn't exhibit any predatory behavior, which casts doubt on the idea of it being a dangerous entity like a dogman. This raises questions about the authenticity of the video. The footage leaves an unsettling feeling. Is that really the best footage to date of a real dogman, or is it fake? In this video, captured by a trail camera in a forest at night, we see an intriguing and somewhat eerie image. The camera records a large, hairy creature lurking among the trees, its two eyes shining in the darkness. The creature's size and appearance evoke the image of Bigfoot, a legendary figure in folklore. The forest's nocturnal setting adds a mysterious aura to the footage, with the creature's glowing eyes intensifying the sense of mystery. It's difficult to determine exactly what the creature is due to the limited visibility and the camera's position. Watching this video leaves an unsettling feeling, especially with the creature's resemblance to the legendary Bigfoot. It's a reminder of how much remains unknown about the natural world, particularly in the depths of the forest at night. This video narrates the chilling story of a man named Jeff who went solo camping and mysteriously vanished. His personal items, such as his wallet, medical inhaler, and camera, were later discovered in the forest. Intriguingly, the camera contained footage from the night Jeff disappeared. In the footage, Jeff captures a large humanoid figure with no discernible face. The figure abruptly vanishes, sparking Jeff's curiosity to venture deeper into the forest in search of it. The video then cuts off, leaving the fate of Jeff unknown. The footage, especially with the sudden appearance and disappearance of the strange figure, makes me really nervous. It leaves me with questions about what Jeff might have encountered in the forest that night. In this video, captured from above by a drone, we see a man enjoying a peaceful bath in the crystal clear waters of Florida. He appears relaxed and unaware of his surroundings. However, the serenity of the scene is subtly disrupted when a manatee quietly approaches him. The gentle marine creature stands right beside the man, unnoticed for about 15 seconds. The moment the man finally realizes the presence of the large manatee next to him, he reacts with a startle, quickly swimming away. This sudden movement, in turn, frightens the manatee, causing it to retreat as well. In this dramatic video, someone films from the street as a building is engulfed in flames, with thick smoke pouring out of the shattered windows on the fire-ravaged floor. Amidst the chaos and concern, a startling moment occurs. A cat is seen leaping out of a fifth-floor window. Remarkably, the cat lands on all 4 feet, a testament to its agility and survival instinct. The sight of the cat making such a daring escape and surviving is both shocking and impressive. Cats are known for their ability to land on their feet due to their highly developed vestibular system, but a leap from such a height is extraordinary. In this video from a home security camera, we witness an unusual nighttime intrusion. A bear breaks into a house and heads straight to the kitchen, the sacred haven of food. The bear sniffs around, clearly on the hunt for a snack, and eventually zeroes in on the fridge, opening the fridge with surprising ease. The bear rummages through, but seems uninterested in its contents. It then proceeds to search the drawers and cabinets, continuing its quest for food. This footage of a bear exploring a kitchen is both fascinating and unnerving. The ease with which the bear navigates the human space, searching for food, is a stark reminder of the adaptability and intelligence of wildlife. I would be terrified to wake up with a bear inside my kitchen during the night. Heading out on a forest trail can be a fun and calming adventure. But if you have an encounter like this, it surely turns into an event that you can never forget. This video comes from California, and in it, we see a car driving on a forest trail. There are two passengers in the car. One is the driver, and the other is his friend who is recording the video. As they move along the trail, they spot something big and humanoid in the distance.
Whoa! What was that?
Seeing it, the driver speeds up the car, and as they get close to it, they see this figure. Then they stop the car to follow, but the figure emits a really disturbing roar, which seems like it is warning them not to follow.
What the world?
Hearing this, the driver decides to let this thing go because venturing might be dangerous now.
I am not going in there.
And that's where the video ends. Seeing this creature's appearance, like its size, humanoid figure, it looks like what we call a Bigfoot. Do you think the same? Always listen to your parents when they tell you to keep pepper spray with you. It could be a game changer when you least expect it. Take this video, for example. A hunter was out in the woods chilling on a tree platform when a big black bear decided to climb up after him. The hunter stayed put on the tree, but another bear joined the party, trying to climb too. The hunter had a bear spray with him, and when the bears got too close, he sprayed them. It freaked them out, and they retreated. The bear spray basically saved the day because those bears weren't in the mood to turn around. What fascinates me is that bear spray is super effective at keeping these massive animals away without hurting them. So, if you're into hiking or hunting, it's a smart move to keep one of these bad boys handy. You never know when you might have a crazy encounter like this. Imagine you're hiking peacefully through a forest, and suddenly you stumble upon a bizarre sight. A massive heap of what seems to be animal carcasses. Yep, that's what this video is all about. Recorded by a curious hiker, it shows a bunch of stuff that sure looks like the remains of animals scattered around. There are ribcage bones and other bits and bobs that make you wonder what in the world happened here. What kind of creature is behind this? It's a bit eerie, no doubt. The hiker in the video is just as puzzled as you might be. The big question is, why are these things here? Some viewers are saying they might be leaves from some exotic tree, just lying around drying out. Also, there are no skulls or anything like that can be spotted in the pile. So I am leaning towards the idea that they're probably just some peculiar tree leaves. However, no matter how you try to rationalize it, it's still pretty creepy. If I stumbled upon something like that during a hike, I might just keel over from the shock. Home security cameras are usually installed to provide a sense of security, assuring us that someone is keeping an eye out. However, when these cameras capture unsettling scenes, they can quickly transform into a source of fear and distress. In a recent video from a home security camera, the backyard of a house is under surveillance. Right from the beginning, a tall, black humanoid figure is seen passing through the yard. The figure possesses an unusually tall body frame, with remarkably long legs. While some viewers might speculate that it's a human dressed in black overalls, the length of the creature's legs raises doubts about its human origin. What adds to the eerie vibe is the apparent avoidance of the camera. As the figure moves, it deliberately glances at the camera, suggesting an awareness of its surveillance. This behavior fuels speculation about potentially sinister and dark motives. This video originates from Provo Canyon, Utah, where a pair of hikers captured footage of what they believe to be the legendary Bigfoot. As they were exploring the woods, they noticed a presence in the distance. Initially, it appeared to be a black bear going about its business behind the trees. However, as the creature stood up, it became clear that it wasn't a bear, but something else entirely. This humanoid figure was covered in dark fur, like a gorilla. The situation took a tense turn when the creature, upon spotting the hikers recording it, became visibly angry and started charging towards them. Faced with this massive creature heading their way, the hikers wisely chose to retreat. Sprinting for their lives. The encounter was both fascinating and frightening, and the creature resembled the legendary Bigfoot. Due to the obstructing trees and branches, a definitive confirmation of its identity remains elusive. This video, shared on Facebook by a user claiming to capture an alien phenomenon, certainly gives off an otherworldly vibe. Upon watching, it appears to show a peculiar flock of birds, forming an unusual shape in the sky. The flock looks dense and saturated, reminiscent of scenes from a horror movie. However, the reality is less extraterrestrial and more a natural phenomenon known as murmuration. What may seem like an alien display is, in fact, a gathering of thousands of starlings engaging in murmuration. During murmuration, these birds create breathtaking shapes in the sky, sometimes resulting in formations that can be quite eerie. Murmuration involves thousands of birds coming together in flight to craft intricate patterns overhead. However, for a child witnessing such a spectacle forming above their home, it's understandable that it might evoke fear and apprehension, perhaps even giving the impression of an apocalyptic event. If you find yourself traveling on a desolate forest road at night, you might just stumble upon something strange. And that's exactly what happened to this person. In a video captured on a car dash cam, the vehicle is navigating a dark forest road when a massive, strange creature comes into view at a distance. Upon closer inspection, slowing down the video and zooming in, the creature appears huge and oddly dinosaur-like. It boasts two remarkably thin and large hind legs, while two small front legs seemingly hang in the air as it walks, reminiscent of a dinosaur. Now, we all know dinosaurs are supposed to be ancient history, so the big question arises, is it some sort of cryptid, or have we been mistaken about dinosaurs going extinct? The mystery deepens. There are times when the paranormal becomes your reality and nightmarish stuff happens. And this is exactly what happened to these guys who were driving out at night with the sole purpose of having fun. They had heard before that a scary ghost usually stands at the same spot on the side of the road every night at the exact same time. However, what they did not know was that they are about to see the terrifying sight themselves. As they move forward, a human-like figure appears into sight. It looks like a person wearing a red-colored top, but when you look at its face, it resembles more of a skeleton than a human being. According to the man, the sight was enough to drain the blood off his feet, and they all got goosebumps all over their bodies. What do you think that was? A true encounter with a lost soul, forever cursed to haunt that road. This clip was recorded in the World War II tunnels, which have been abandoned for years. Way below the surface, where radiation levels rise way above average, a small group of people went into these old tunnels to test radiation levels. The camera started to go crazy and was malfunctioning at the lower level of the tunnels. I have to remark just the bravery you'd need to have just to willingly go into such a terrifying looking place, not to mention the radiation. The deepest part of the tunnel can be reached via several steps and wooden slides leading to the bottom. Minutes into the clip, we spot something that would shock anyone. According to the people heading down there, they have seen such sights before, and it is due to the radiation levels that the ghosts of the soldiers start to appear in that place. And truth be told, seeing all the environment and the history of the place, it can be true that the spirits of soldiers wander there still. I have heard of many places that are haunted by long-gone soldiers. This might be one of them. What do you think? Looking quite usual, this picture can haunt anyone for years. It might seem just an innocent-looking picture of a few friends taking a group photo. But if you focus on the background, you will spot something disturbing. We can see two hands appearing from the door in the scariest way possible. They do not look natural. The girls were having a night out and a good time, taking all the pictures with the camera. It wasn't until later that they decided to see all the photographs that they noticed the creepy sight right behind them. The hands do not resemble a human's hand, considering the longer fingers and the sharp nails. Moreover, the hands make it quite obvious that whoever they belong to is a tall being, considering it better to just hide in the darkness. According to the girls, they have never seen anything like this before, and never have they felt any paranormal entity in their house. This was apparently the first and the last time this happened. Personally, if something like this happens to me, I definitely won't be able to sleep in the same house ever. An unexplained phenomenon occurred at a farm in Beotu, China, a couple of years ago, when a flock of sheep began moving in a circular pattern for the better part of 12 days straight. According to the sheep's owner, the procession began with just a handful of sheep until hundreds more started joining in. The reason behind this mysterious phenomenon remained unknown, with everyone on YouTube coming up with their own theories. Some even said that the sheep had a disease or something. If anyone watching has any idea why they are doing that, please share in the comments. Would you ever believe that millions of years ago, the world was being walked by giants? Dinosaurs we have heard about, but giants are not something we get to witness every day. When a man came across this huge footprint on a rock, he was shocked to the core. As later the geologists got there and studied it, they found out the footprint was around 200 million to 3 billion years old. The 4 feet long footprint easily signals to the existence of giants so many years ago. However, there are also people who claim that it was not a long-gone race of giants, but some other branch of the human species, one which was way more gigantic than us. Could this also explain the existence of Bigfoot? If once there were giants, could there still be around some remnants or descendants of these giants? Maybe this is where the giant myths come from. There is no doubt that the footprint is legit. We just lack more evidence to come to a concrete conclusion. What's your opinion on it? Imagine on a stormy night, with rain falling heavily everywhere and thunder echoing the surroundings. You wake up and go to the window to see what's happening, but you encounter something that will not let you sleep for the night to come. A dark figure, covered in black clothes, holding an umbrella, standing very still right in front of your house. Apparently, it looks like a woman, but what exactly will a normal human being be doing right in the middle of such a strong storm, right? The man recording the clip was terrified to the core, but thankfully, he had it all recorded on his camera. He later uploaded the clip on YouTube, hoping to find an explanation. However, no one ever could give any. Could it be just a crazy person standing there in the rain? Or is it something more sinister? This clip was recorded in 2014 when a woman, while recording the decorations for Christmas, accidentally laid her eyes on a scary black figure wandering around in their area. Not being able to believe what she just saw, she went out with her husband to get a clear view, and the figure was still there. Although they were at a safe distance, considering the height and the physique of the figure, no place was safe. They stood there for a few minutes and the figure was still there, walking around in the woods. By appearance, it definitely looked like a Bigfoot. And thankfully, it did not notice the family keeping an eye on it. Otherwise, the situation would have been way worse. About the clip being genuine or not, nothing can be said, because it has been recorded from a distance, thus it could easily be just a man who looks like a Bigfoot. But you should always be careful, you might not know what lurks in your area. If you want to see more strange and interesting footage, check this out. Thanks for tuning in.